Where the heck have I been? We are a full day today. Perfect. If we do give ourselves time to eat, we're not making the best choices. Good morning. We have some things we have to get done. It's 9:18 and we have to get some things done before it turns 10. Okay, I came over the weekend and like kind of cleaned up and organized some drawers, and I have like a back cabinet in our locker room or like color room situation, so I needed to reorganize. So for the most part everything is good. I do have to do quads right now, and then I actually have a bag of makeup brushes I need to clean. I feel like every time I decide to vlog I have a bag of makeup brushes to clean. I'm gonna put these in really quickly, and then I'll come back on here and talk to you about the rest of the day. We are a full day today. Hey Siri, start timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Counting down.
Now that we have our quads going, I have two quads going right here. I have my brushes in here, and then I have my like metal implements on this one. For my drawers, I like finally went through and was like, okay, I needed more trays, but then I kind of like moved stuff around. I was like, you know what, I actually don't need more trays. I just need to like situate how I want things. So I actually did need one tray compared to like I was thinking I needed like 5 trays. This is kind of the situation right now. These lashes I no longer use, but my sister does lashes as well, so I put these up here so I can remember to ask her if she wants them. These are the makeup brushes I need to wash. These, I think I'm gonna put them in a different area where like I have like office supplies, or I might use them also to like stick these down so they're not sliding around, so that's why that's one right here. I have another container that I'm thinking about putting cotton pads in and putting my cotton pads over here. I used to have them in one of these trays in here, but I feel like not enough cotton pads fit in here, so I was always getting like kind of frustrated by that. So I need to grab because I was gonna buy a container for this, but like I said, we're trying to move things around, so I actually have a container that I think these will do good in. This is where this tray is going. These are like my extra little things for when I do brows. I don't know how well you can see, but this specific tripod doesn't go down any lower. This is gonna be where my like medium-sized wax strips go. They'll both be right here. I need to cut up more, obviously. I need to put my brow strip wax strips in here, and then this one is gonna have like my extra large jumbo sticks, kind of for more. I don't do a lot of bottle waxing, but I do armpit waxing, so I want to put my extra large sticks in here. I have my super tiny skinny ones here, and then I have like my medium size. These are nice for face waxes, and then like I said, these ones will be for armpit waxes. I have my spoolies and then my tweezers and scissors on this side for brows, and I just ordered more little lip applicators. I like to use those for lash lifts. This is kind of more so the lash lift drawer. I have like my lash lift stuff. I have my bibs, extra little things for lash lift, micro swabs. These aren't micro swabs, these are micro spoolies. Micro swabs over here, my tweezers for lashing, pens for lashing, and then I have like so many shields. And actually I used to have these in a tray like this, but I realized that I like having them kind of covered, especially since they're that like silicone touch. I feel like having them enclosed like that. And I know it says plain brushes. I was just like tentatively putting them in here, so I need to put a new label on there. Okay, so I used to use this container for some of my nail stuff, and I'll actually let me take you guys off of this so I can show you. So this is the container, and I used to use this over here, but I actually recently just put my bottle over here. This is also a work in progress. We're gonna talk about that later, maybe. But this is what those containers were like. I would put my brushes in here, but the brushes that would go into this one, I currently have over here now. these are like my most used brushes, so I kind of just keep them over here. So I had taken that one off to give myself space to put my monomer bottle in that area, and I've been enjoying it more. Now I need to clean it so I can use it for the clients. I need to get new bits soon, but I'm actually taking a class in September, and I think they're gonna give me recommendations for like bits, so I don't want to buy new bits because I have a feeling like after that class I might want different bits. The brushes hold a lot of water, so I like to use this to take out some of the water from the bristles. I think I'm gonna go over it with a cabbie wipe, or actually these are my Looksbynessa wipes, but same thing. Just to make extra sure. I mean, all my implements were clean that were in it, but since there was nail dust in it, I saw this post about what was it about plants that like naturally get rid of dust or help with dust, and I'm kind of like, wait, should I make these plants be a main thing in here? Because I feel like nail dust, you never get rid of it, you know what I mean? Should I shove this in here? Wait, I should get rid of it. Okay, how much of this trash do you think I can carry? Oh, that actually wasn't that hard. Take these out. Perfect. I used to have a container that had like a lid, but that lid kind of had like that like rubber stopper seal, if that makes sense. So you had to like hold on to the whole thing to like open it. So I like that this is just like an easy open. Okay, and then this will go over here. And I mean, I'm gonna put clean cotton on that. I think I came across like, I think the TikTok was something along the lines of like, what's a pet peeve you have like with nail techs, or when you go to nail tech, what's something that you're like immediately turned off by, or something like that. And one of these bottles was leaking. One of the comments was something about like, they don't like when, oh, I think this bottle is leaking. One of the comments was something along the lines of like, I don't like when they have polishes sitting on the side of their desk, and I thought that was like such an interesting comment, and it kind of stuck with me. I don't always have time, I feel like, in between clients to pick up every single bottle, especially the ones that like my dehydrator is usually out, like my prep stuff is usually out sometimes. But colored bottles, I try not to let them accumulate too much, because then they do start getting in the way of me working, and then I feel like they're getting on the nail list also from this area. I just finished my first client. I didn't get anything recording. She was like on the phone at some points of the appointment, so I didn't want to record and get anything that was gonna be her on the phone. So we also just did like a very simple basic manicure, so it wasn't anything crazy. I want to sweep really quickly before my next client. I have like 15 minutes, so I'm gonna sweep, and then I also have to eat my first snack. My snack, yeah. I have 10 minutes to have a snack. These are golden kiwis and they're very juicy. These are golden kiwis, so they're not as like sour, and they're also not as like fuzzy. So I just eat them with the skin. Okay. Snack devour. Water break. Chug some water with me right now. Go. My water is very cold. I got brain freeze. I got sticks. These are the sticks I was talking about. The big old spatulas for armpit waxes. I highly recommend. I need to look up the brand, and I don't want to say I'm gonna put it right here because I don't think I'm gonna remember to look up the brand. But I love these strips because they already come perforated, so you can just rip them like that. So I'll cut this size, which was just in half. I'll cut this size for armpit waxes or face waxes also. And then for my eyebrow strips, this is how I just showed you guys. Cut them in half, cut through. This would be my face or armpit strip. But then I cut these into 3. So that's one, and then do that one. These will be my brow strips, and these will go in the other little area right here. Just finished my second client, and it's 12:47. I did her in like an hour 15, so my next client isn't till 1:30. So I'm going to take advantage and eat right now. I feel like a lot of my clients ask me like, oh, when do you eat? Like if I like schedule in a lunchtime for myself, and I don't. I usually kind of give myself extra time within each client in case I ran a little bit over, then I'm not going to someone else's appointment time. But by doing so, it also allows me to have time to have like my snacks, like how you saw in between, or my lunch like right now. So I'm going to go heat up my lunch. Okay, I did meal prep this whole week. That's actually one of the things I want to like do like a vlog or video, just because I feel like sometimes as being a service provider, I feel like number one, the top thing is we don't give ourselves time to eat, and then if we do give ourselves time to eat, we're not making the best choices. Sometimes you get enough time to eat, but you don't get enough time to go get something to eat. So it's nice bringing my food. I already have it prepped for the week and just heat it up, and I'm ready to go. Okay, I have like 15 minutes before my next client, so I'm eating my second snack, which is just some pineapple I also had my protein shake when I was eating lunch earlier. I just had my third client of the day. She ran a little bit late, but she got something super simple, so I'm still like good on time. I haven't been vlogging while with my client. Well, I already explained to you like some of them, like the one in the morning. I didn't want to be interrupting her phone calls and stuff, but also all my clients today have been super simple. I know my next client, she's actually she went back to school and she's not able to have like colored polish on her nails, so we did a design on her last time, so we're gonna take off the design, but we're gonna leave the builder gel on her and just leave them clear. So it's also gonna be a simple set. Other than that, I feel like it's a pretty chill vlog. I don't know, I don't want to, I'm like going back and forth. Should I just end it today, or should I keep it going until like a couple clients into the week? But I don't want to do that because I find that when I do that, I end up not editing, which also brings me to another point. Where the heck have I been? I feel like I should acknowledge it really quickly in here. I don't want to make it a super long thing, but I had stopped vlogging, not intentionally, but I feel like something always kept coming up whenever I would start. So the original reason why I had like fell off from vlogging, because I feel like I was like slowly building up a little bit of consistency, but right around the time I had started doing 75 hard, and that just took up so much of my day. Like my whole day was dedicated to like doing all the tasks that you have to do on 75 hard, that I just didn't have time to edit or vlog or anything. And then once I was done with 75 hard, I did have time where I was like, okay, I'm finally gonna sit down and like film whatever I want to film. And I would film. I have so much content that I would film, but then there was like a whole issue with like my computer not letting me like download the files. And then once I finally did figure that out, I was like, you know what, it's just too difficult to like sit down and be at home and edit at home, because that's where like my computer was. I had a Mac Mini. I still have it, but I was editing on my Mac Mini, so I had to be at home to do it. And so then I was like, you know what, I'm not even being able to like really finish content. I would film a lot of content, like I said, but I wouldn't finish it and like post it, because my only time dedicated to editing would be at home. So then I decided to end up getting a MacBook, so that it would be a lot easier to carry the MacBook back and forth with me, and it's really easy for me to take out the MacBook and edit in between clients. So like these 15-minute time slots I'm showing you that I'm eating my snack or doing whatever would be those 15 minutes I take out and edit during. So it's been working pretty well for me. I will say I've been a little bit busy these past couple weeks. Like in between these 15 minutes I've been having to do like nail swatches or this and that, so I'm still doing things around the salon and stuff, but I find myself having more time now to actually sit down and edit in between clients and getting videos done. So we're picking the camera back up. So even though this is a simpler video, I just kind of told myself, you know what, who cares, even if it's simple. I find myself like when I'm getting ready in the morning and I'm picking what video to watch on YouTube, it's something like this that's just like chill vibes, maybe getting tips here and there from someone else. I think just in general, like I'm really attracted to like watching videos of people that are in the same industry as me, and just like maybe mentioning little things here and there that they're going through that may be helping me get through whatever I'm going through with being a service provider. So that's my little spiel of where I've been, where the consistency fell off, but we're trying to pick it back up, so hopefully we go back to being consistent over here. Okay, and just like that, we're done. I didn't end up filming for my last client, oopsies. We just did like simple ombre. Today's sets were simple. I really thought she was gonna have me do more of a design, and she walked in, she was like, we're gonna do something simple today. I was like, okay, which is fine, no big deal. I just really thought we were gonna get some content today, you know what I mean? Okay, on that note, I am home, and I think I'm gonna end the video off here. So I will see you guys in the next one.